Guys, what's up? It's Elizabeth, and today, I am getting a 80 pack of Ohuhu markers. So, first step of cleaning out all my other markers is, again, this paper is not going to be able to fit all the way, so I'll try to scooch it over and flip it over and turn it around and all that to try to capture all the angles and all the swatches, but it's not, you're not going to be able to see everything. I'll try. So this might be a two-part video, two videos, because I have a lot of markers and I won't be doing multiple sets. So, okay, and I'm not going to be writing down any of the names. I'm just going to do swatched and unswatched. Okay, so first one. We're doing the Artist Loft first. Okay, so cool down. A bunch to go. Okay, so I'll be telling a story time as well, I guess, just because it's not that interesting to just watch people not talk and just watch markers for 20 minutes or however long this video is going to be. So I used to do Girl Scouts. And for the first year, I loved it. It was fun. It's a fun environment. Then the second year came along. I'm not going to name my Girl Scout troop, but I was in a Girl Scout troop, obviously. And so I had a pretty fun year, the first year, which I did it in 3rd grade because I had transferred to this school in 2nd grade. So I didn't join it the first year because I was a little nervous to even try it. So my 3rd grade year was super fun. It was a fun environment. It was fun to sell the cookies. It was just fun all around. But so then the next year came along. I think it was the first meeting or something. Yeah, it was the first meeting or second. It wasn't that far in. And I think I came a minute late or something. Or no, it was I came from a club or something, I think. Or something that ended at, 3:30, which is when the meetings began. And then when my mom dropped me off, she didn't even drop me off yet. She was just kind of sitting there. But when she was sitting there, when we got pulled up, I was there were girls running around because I have a clubhouse in my neighborhood, and that's what we did. We would usually meet at that clubhouse because it was just big and it was easier to keep all of us intact. So then I see a bunch of these girls just straight up running on the front porch of this clubhouse, which is a little weird because they had never really been able to run around because our leader was kind of strict, but she wasn't that strict, but she was still kind of strict because she didn't like people running around and stuff when she was there and stuff and talking to them. So they were running around. I thought this was weird. I thought, okay, maybe she's giving us a few minutes to get out our energy, because she would sometimes do that, and we would play tag and hide and go seek and all that because this was a big clubhouse. So then I get out of the car. See, I didn't have my vest on because, again, I had just came in from something, and I didn't want to miss the Girl Scout, so I just thought it wasn't going to be a big deal if I just didn't wear my vest this one time. And, look how smooth that black is. But, I'll try to zoom in a little bit more. There. But, so, I show up, and I get out of the car, and I, start walking, I was going to just walk into the clubhouse because I figured some of the girls were in the clubhouse, some of them were outside and all that. Then she, stops me and she's like, you're going to have to go home and get your vest, you're not allowed back, and you're not allowed in here. And I was like, weird, but all right. And she was she would not let me in the clubhouse. She would straight up just not let me in the clubhouse until I had my vest on. which she would have yelled at me for being late anyway. So I couldn't really win. So now I'm starting into like just random assortment of things. So then I am like, no, I am not doing this. I don't tell her that, but like I literally am like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not starting off the year this way. And I'm gonna say I was way happy after I quit Girl Scouts. No. But yeah. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go grab it. And so I went in, and my mom could tell. My mom could tell that I was mad. I was angry because of a stupid vest. I couldn't go to Girl Scouts, which we paid for, because I didn't have a stupid vest. So, next thing you know, my mom's like, do you want to go back or do you just want to stay at home? And I'm like, I'm staying home. Like, I'm not dealing with that. And she figured that I was not happy because I was very mad. And so we stayed home. 10 minutes later, around 20 minutes later, my mom gets an email from our troop leader. I'm not going to say her name because she's not even worth the breath. But, this is a micron, by the way. But I'm not even going to waste my time talking about her. But basically she was like, oh, Elizabeth can come back. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she doesn't have to have her vest. Because she knew that I was not going home and searching for my vest. She knew that I was staying home because I did not want to be there anymore. So my mom, being the loving mother she is, I love her to death. If she watches this, hello. And I love my dad too. Hi, Dad. But this is a paint marker. But, ooh, I like that. So, my mother, being the loving mother she is, love her to death. Oh my gosh. Can't even talk about it. Oh, dropped a marker. But I can't even talk about how much I love her. But, so, she of course goes, I am not going to let my daughter ever, she says something along the lines of, sorry, I'm getting all the markers I just watched and back in. But so my mom responds something to the lines of, not after you refuse my kid to come into the clubhouse because she didn't have a vest after I've paid for this. So she said something on the lines of that. And honestly, I didn't think she would say anything else because that was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. There was no point because like that, you can't say that to little kids. I was like in 4th grade. That is a deadbeat. No, wait. Let me try it one more time. Okay, yeah, that's a deadbeat. First dead marker. First dead marker. But, so, that is the story of why I quit Girl Scouts. And I'm going to be honest, my 4th grade year was so much better after I quit Girl Scouts. Because honestly, Girl Scouts, people might like Girl Scouts. And I would never say that someone does not have the right to like what they like. But I'm saying that my troop leader was ignorant. And I didn't really like her that much. So, yeah, I'm going to give you another story of Girl Scouts. An actual story of when I was in Girl Scouts. So, I wanted to be like all the little girls. And I wanted to be in Girl Scouts. Let's be honest, everyone in 3rd grade or 4th wanted to be in Girl Scouts. So I was in 3rd, I joined Girl Scouts, I got my troop, and so there was this, so you have to buy the little patches that go on the vest, like the numbers and stuff, from a special store. They didn't have like a 0, which I had a 0 in my troop, she couldn't find the troop she couldn't find a 0 in the store. So she online ordered it. So it didn't come. It hasn't come yet. So we went to PetSmart, but she still, like, my troop leader let me in and stuff because I had my vest on. I'm sorry, I'm gonna still be riled up, but so it was like 1207, I don't even know. So I didn't have a 0. There was a 0 in it. And I was the only girl who didn't have a 0 yet because I didn't have a 0 yet. I don't know how else to explain that, but I just didn't have a 0 yet. And this one girl came up to me, like, while we were in PetSmart. Like, just straight up, while we were in PetSmart. Because that was one of our field trips and stuff. We went to, like, PetSmart or something. But came up to me. Like, just straight up came up to me. I was taller than her. I was taller than all of the girls, except for someone else who again, names I'm not going to mention because I don't want to disrespect their personal privacy. But she was taller than me. But this little girl who came up to me was shorter than me. So she comes up, and I figured she was going to be pretty nice to me because she looked like a very nice person. Nope, she opens her mouth and she says, "You're not part of our troop because you don't have the 0. And I'm just straight up like, what did you just say? She was like, "You're not in our troop because you don't have the 0. And I'm like, honey, I am in your troop. Just because someone doesn't have enough 0s for everyone doesn't mean that I ain't in your troop." But, so that was the PetSmart. And then so this is another story from the PetSmart. And so there was this big dog. Because we went by the PetSmart hospital. There was this big dog. Like, big dog. Like a pit bull. Like a big dog. And, oh, by the way, all these are Papermate. And these are Pilots. But, so, there's this big dog. And I had gotten bit by a dog, kindergarten, I think. I don't even know. But so I didn't have a fun experience with dogs that well. And so, done with these. But, so, I got nervous because the dog started barking very ferociously. And I was just kind of getting scared. It had a muzzle on and stuff. I was just kind of scared and stuff. Because it was a big dog. It was a very big dog. It was not a small big dog. It was a big dog. And so I got kind of nervous. And then, so I got nervous just being around it. And no offense to anyone who has a pit bull. I think they're adorable. I just had a very traumatic experience. Because not only did I get a dog bite, it got infected. So that was fun. But, so no offense to anyone who has pit bulls. I think they're the cutest dogs in the world. Just this one didn't like me. But so we started barking. Because, well, they were new people and stuff. So this dog started barking. Like, flipping out. And I started hiding behind people. Like, I hid behind like, I literally was crying and hid behind people. That is how terrified I was of this dog. I was so scared of this dog. And so, but this girl, the tall girl, which again, I'm not going to say names because I do not want to disrespect their personal privacy, because I have not asked any of them for their name, they have not given me permission to say their names in this, so, because I haven't asked. But, so, the tall girl, let's give her a fake name, I don't know, Patricia. That was not her real name. Patricia, most people would have made fun of me because, well, it's a thing you can make fun of people about because it was ridiculous. I was being ridiculous, honestly. So, but, sorry, I'm moving that back a little bit. But Patricia, again, not her real name, Patricia doesn't, like, make fun of me. She doesn't say, "Get off me." She literally just, like, walks with me the entire time, which I loved her so much. She was, I swear to God, an angel. She was an angel. so much. I loved her. She was honestly the one thing that there were multiple people I liked on there. I still hang out with one of them. She was always nice to everyone. And another story. So they would give us these little iron-on patches, like after we completed something. Which, we were in like 3rd grade, so these seemed like the coolest things ever to us. They were like, whoa, whoa. And they were iron-on. So they were iron-on, which iron-on is always fun because you have to iron it specifically. But, so, one time, it was this like Superwoman one or something. I can't even remember what it was. Now I'm digging into my marker drawer, which these are legit just random markers. So some of the girls on the Girl Scout troop were very weird. Like, I know I'm weird, but they weird. To the point where I was getting scared, honestly. Like, I don't even know what happened, but I was so scared. So, if you can't tell, that's a yellow. Oh, it shows up darker on camera. Good. But, so, they were, like, very weird. So we were making these holiday ornaments. But, like, they were those little things you can buy, like, Michael's and stuff. And it's this little kit with, like, things to make an ornament. This is an Expo marker. I don't know why I had this in my marker drawer for any sort of reason. But, so there's those little things you get at Michael's. Like, they're, like, supposed to be for, like, little kids. So they should have been easy, Keyword. Should have been. But, so, these 2 girls, one of them was the troop leader's daughter. And she was a crybaby. I'm just gonna say it. She was a crybaby. I had been in classes with her before. She was a crybaby. And so, I was always, like, kind of suspicious about her because she was really, really weird. So, I had always not really liked her that much. We hadn't gotten along that easily because she was just too weird for me. I'm gonna have to pick you up for a minute. Alright, now you can see my thumb? Yes, you can see my thumb. Okay, but, so, me and her, like, we were never mean to each other. We just did not like, we didn't not like each other. We just didn't, like, care for one another. But we were never rude to each other. So, we're making these little ornaments that, again, should have been easy. Like, for babies. Easy. But, Olivia and her friend, sorry, not Olivia, that was a fake name I was going to give someone else. But, she and her friend, who was also extremely weird, I did swim team with her friend, and she is weird and I did not like her. And she was also kind of like a baby, honestly. She liked, like, I understand, like, living your best life, like, you don't have to care about what other people think of what you wear, of what you play with, of anything like that. But she was kind of stuck in past things. And every every single day, I remember every single day when I was in her classes, I would spend my recess, and I don't even know why I ever tried to fix her. I would spend my recesses dealing with a fight between her and her friend. The same friend that told me that I was not in her troop because I didn't have the 0. That friend. So, so she was friends with her. And I was like, okay, whatever, but I would literally spend recess breaking up their fights. Like, I don't even know why I even wasted my breath on it. But I would always, I would always have to deal with something. She took my toy. I don't care. But I would always spend, and it's not like even like they were just like little, dead marker. It wasn't even like they were little spats. They were like full-blown arguments over the dumbest stuff. Like literally the dumbest sort of things. Like, she took my plant. I don't even know. I can't even think of any. But they were ridiculous. They weren't like anything that people should have been fighting over. But anyway, sorry. But so she was like nice, I guess. Like, she never was rude to me, but she was never like super nice to me. She never like spent time with me. But so I can tell you lists of things that happened at Girl Scouts, but that I'm just beating a dead horse here. There's no reason to talk about it anymore because I hated it and I need to move on. It's a really pretty color, but I need to move on. So I'll tell you something about horseback riding. Horseback riding. So I took lessons because there's this little horse like a place, like a barn for horses in my neighborhood, and they taught lessons. And there was this girl named, I'm gonna actually use her real name, Brittany. This girl named Brittany. She taught me lessons, and as part of her lessons, she would like, just for fun, like not any competitive way, would just like tie me to see how long it would take me to get my horse ready. Her name was Jessie, by the way, and I loved that horse. But to get the horse ready, just for fun. And so my dad would always take me because it was on Wednesdays, and that's the nights I had dinner with him. But so my dad would always take me and like stay and watch and take pictures and all that. And it was actually pretty fun. So one day, my mother took me. And again, I love my mother to death. My mother is awesome. My dad is also awesome. Love you. Because he watches my videos. But, so, this is 24 minutes already. I'm sorry. But, so, she was pretty nice. I mean, she sometimes got a little, like, a little rude. But I never minded it because overall she was a pretty good teacher. But one time my mom took me because, I don't know, my dad had something to do. So, my mother took me. I didn't think anything of it. And so this time, I still didn't really, I was like 7. Like, I was not that old. But, so, I still didn't know how to like get the reins over my horse yet, because she really hadn't taught me that well. But she hadn't taught me that well, so I just didn't really know how yet, because it was only like my 3rd week or something. It was not that far in, but my mom took me, and we were going into like where the horses are, and I tried to get my horse, but I couldn't. It was like hard, and she was like, and she started getting a little like almost verbally abusive on the lines of that, but I didn't care. She was like, come on, I've been showing you this. Like, you gotta do this. Like, oh my gosh, are you stupid? Something along the lines of that. But again, I didn't mind it because overall, it was fun. And so then she had timed me the week earlier, and I got like 5 minutes, I think, was the time I had to take to get my horse ready. And that's how long it took me to get my horse ready for the day, which is like brushing it, cleaning off its hooves, getting like the saddle on and all that, which I could do pretty well. So I could do that pretty well. But this day, I was just not having a good day. I don't know what it was. I was tired from softball. It was just, I don't know what it was. So I got to the hose, and the hose were always my least favorite part. Like the back hose were always my least favorite part because I was so scared it was gonna poop on me. So I didn't really like doing the back hose that well. Like, it was not that fun to me. But usually I would just suck it out. And so I got, my time was, less, like more time than my other one. She was like, are you okay? Like, is something wrong? And I was like, I'm just tired from softball. And she was like, do you want to reschedule? Like, in a very rude tone. And she was just being very rude about the whole situation. When she knew that I did softball and I worked very hard at it, when she knew that the reason why I was so tired. And I had only gotten like a minute or 2 so far off. So I hadn't gotten less. So I don't know what she was mad about exactly. Don't even know. But so then my mom steps in. And I started like crying just because of how rude she was being to me. And she had never been this rude to me. So I was very, very confused and very angry because she had never been this rude to me.